Hello students, welcome to class 12 physics class. So when we complete the potentiometer, I told that I will upload some problems regarding about this potentiometer, but I totally forgot and sorry for that. So today I just check that copies of that potentiometer. I thought that there is no problems, and then I remember that I told that I will upload some problems about related to this potentiometer, but I forgot, and really I am very sorry. So today's class all about the different kinds of problem. Four problems we discuss here related to potentiometer. This type of numericals will come in your board's exam. So without any delay, let's start with the first problem. So here you see that the first problem, that is a 10-meter long wire of uniform cross section of 20 ohm resistance is used as a potentiometer. When this type of problems are there, now you try to draw the circuit diagram of the potentiometer. Don't just only one wire you draw, not the 6 wire or 4, just only one wire you draw, simple circuit diagram. Then you can understand, and it is very half of the solution on it's completed when you draw the circuit diagram. So try to draw the circuit diagram whatever the statements are given. So here it is given that 10-meter long wire of uniform cross section of 20 ohm resistance is used as a potentiometer wire. So here in this figure I will draw AB as a potentiometer wire. This is a 10-meter long wire, okay, and its resistance is 20 ohm. That's why I will write L equals to 10 meter, and I will convert it into centimeter, and the resistance of this wire, that is RAB, okay, that is equals to 20 ohm. Next, this wire is connected in series with a battery of 5 volt. So I will draw one 5 volt battery along with an external resistance of 480 ohm, that is R, in series. This is a series combination. So V that is a total potential of the potential across the AB, that is V equals to 5 volt, okay, and potential, not the potential, that is a battery is a 5 volt, and the external resistance, that is R, capital R, equals to 480. So that the resistance wire, the wire resistance is 20 ohm. That's why I will written over there RAB, and the resistance of external resistance that is connected in series with that wire, that's why I will write only the R. So next, if an unknown EMF E is balanced at 600 centimeter of this wire, in potentiometer we know that two cells or sometimes one cell we used to compare the cells, we use two cells to find out the internal resistance, we use only one cell. So from a point we connect another one source whose EMF is E and attached with a galvanometer, and the jockey shows a null point at a distance 600 centimeter of this wire. So that point is A to this point, that null point, this is 600 centimeter. So what we find out the potential gradient and the value of this unknown EMF E. So potential gradient, we know that the formula small k equals to V by L, that is equals to V by L, okay, or that is E by L, sometimes E by L also it can be written as. So what we have, we know L equals to, we know RAB, we know capital R, we know the V, the voltage, that the battery EMF, that is V. So first of all we find out the potential across, or the voltage across AB. If we apply the Ohm's law, so VAB equals to I into RAB, okay. So here we did not know the value of I. So first of all, that I, that is the total current in this circuit, it will be same everywhere. So I equals to what we can write? So I equals to, we can write V equals to IR. So I equals to V by R. So V, that is the supply voltage, the EMF of the battery, divided by, when the current is flowing through this circuit, there will be the two resistance. One is the resistance of wire AB, another one is the external resistance. So total resistance 480 plus 20 ohm, that is 500 ohm, and V equals to 5 volt. So 5 by 500, that is equals to 0.01. This one amount of current will flow through this circuit, whole circuit. Now from 1, if we find out the potential or the voltage about A and B, across A and B, VAB, only the wire, across the wire, that is equals to what we can write from the equation 1, I into RAB, because its resistance will be different. So we cannot write that 5 volt is a potential across the AB, because one external resistance also be there, one potential drop also be there. So that's why we find out VAB, that is equals to I, this will be same, 0.01 into RAB, that is 20. So we get 0.2 volt. 0.2 volt is the potential or the voltage across AB or across the wire. So now we can easily find out the potential gradient, because V is find out, we find out the V. So K equals to VAB by L. L is the total length of the wire, that is 10 meter. So that is equals to 1000 centimeter. So V, in place of V we put 0.2 divided by L, that is 1000, we get 0.0002 volt per centimeter. This will be the potential gradient. Now if we find out the value of EMF E, so EMF E, from, if we write down the potential gradient with this EMF E, what we can write, that is K equals to L dash E by L dash. L dash is where we get the null point, that distance. L dash equals to 600 centimeter. So now in this case you just forgot that 5 volt, that 480 ohm, that one you forgot. Only this portion, that A, that is connected with a unknown EMF E galvanometer, and the null point, where you get the null point, that distance. So that distance will be the length, that is L dash. Okay, so and the EMF we did not know the value, that is E. So from here, if we want to find out the EMF E, so E equals to, we can write K into L dash, because K equals to E by L dash. So E equals to K into L dash, and the potential gradient will be same, will be constant, whatever. That's why we find out first the potential gradient. So now in place of K we put the value of 0.0002 into L dash, that is equals to 600, we get 0.12 volt. This is the value of unknown EMF E. It is very easy, very easy. You have to remember that potential gradient also be same. And one thing you have to remember, one thing you do whenever this type of numericals will be there, just you draw the circuit diagram. Roughly you draw, not with a scale or pencil. With pen you draw, just draw a roughly diagram. Then it is very clear to you that what you find out, how you can find out. That is the, normally you can say that the voltage across AB, that is 5 volt. No, because one resistance also be attached over the external resistance is 480 ohm is there. So this is not the potential difference across AB or the voltage across AB, that will be different. But the current through the circuit will be same. Through the AB or through the resistance, that same amount of current in series combination, we know that the current will be same. That's why we first find out the I, and we use the equation number 1, VAB, that is equals to I into RAB, because we find out the voltage against the point AB. So it has one, the wire has also has one resistance, that is 20 ohm. So we used only that resistance, not the external resistance. So if you draw this circuit diagram, then it is clearly it is clear to you that how you can find out and what formula you can use step by step, it is clear to you. Okay. Okay, now the second number. This questions, this types, the value is different, but the language will same. This type of numericals will come in boards, previous year boards. Okay, and sometimes you find out in a CBSE sample paper. A potentiometer wired of length 100 centimeter has a resistance of 10 ohm. So I will draw AB, that is a 100 centimeter wire. AB equals to 100 centimeter, and its resistance RAB, that is equals to 10 ohm. It is connected in series with a resistance and a battery of 2 volt with a resistance that is R. This value is not given, and another one is a battery that is 2 volt. Okay, and of negligible internal resistance. So we find here consider that the battery has negligible internal resistance. Okay, so that one circuit is complete. Now a source of EMF 10 millivolt which is connected across A, another one connection. Okay, 10 millivolt source balanced against a length of 40 centimeter of the potentiometer wire. So that means that is AC. At point C you get the null point. So AC, that is a value is 10 centimeter. At a 40 centimeter. AC equals to 40 centimeter. So what we find out? We find out the value of external resistance R. External resistance R. So I will draw this one. So it is clear to us that how we can find out. So first we find out the resistance of the wire AC. Resistance of the wire AC. Now here you see that the AB wire has one resistance that is 10 ohm, and it is also connected with the external resistance R. So that in this system or in this circuit, the total resistance, that is R plus 10, because they are connected in series. So the total resistance will be R plus 10 ohm. And V equals to the another one source, that is the 10 millivolt. 10 millivolt, it will be converted into volt, that is 0.01 volt. So the length AC, that is given 40 centimeter. Okay, and the wire AB has 100 centimeter. So when the wire 100 centimeter, its resistance is 10 ohm. So when the wire is 40 centimeter, so what will be its resistance? That is 4 ohm. Simple. So that is resistance of the wire AC, that is 10 by 100 into 40 ohm, that is 4 ohm. I hope it is clear to you how we can find out the resistance of a AC. So total wire, that is AB, that is 100 centimeter. So when 100 centimeter wire is there, length of the wire is 100 centimeter, its resistance is 10 ohm. So when its resistance length is 40 centimeter, so what will be its resistance? 10 by 100 into 40, that is 4 ohm. Now we get the resistance of the wire AC. Okay. Now what we can find out? We find out the I. So whatever the current that will be that will flow through the AB or AC through the circuit, that will be same. That will be same. The I, the value of I, that is the same value. So the current through the wire AC, that is also equal to the current through the wire AB or through the external circuit, external resistance R also. So how we can find out the I? I equals to V by R. V is given here. V is given, that is 10 millivolt divided by 4 ohm. Just you find out the stepwise. So first we find out the resistance from that small circuit. Okay, we did not use the upper one because the R value we did not know. So that's why we use the small circuit. So the current through the wire AC, that is equals to 10 by 4 ohm. So in place of millivolt, we can write 0.01 volt divided by 4 ohm. We get 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. And this current will be same through the potentiometer wire AB and through the external resistance R also. So what we can write? This I, that is equals to, in the total, that the another one circuit then in that circuit, what we can write, I equals to V by R. So V is value is given, that is 2 volt, divided by R is R plus 10 ohm. I value we know that 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. We use the Ohm's law. We apply the Ohm's law in the external circuit or in the larger circuit. This is a smaller circuit where the galvanometer attaches, and the another one where the external resistance. This is a larger circuit or the main circuit. Okay, so I equals to V by R. So V value is given, that is 2, R value that is R plus 10, and I already we find out. So from here, if we calculate this one and simplify this one, we get R equals to 790 ohm. So the value of the external resistance is 790 ohm. I hope it is clear stepwise. So when we draw this circuit diagram, it is clear to us. Then what we can find out stepwise. First what we find out? First we find out the resistance. Then we find out the current. Then this current will be same to the whole circuit. Then we apply the Ohm's law and we get the value of R. I hope it is clear to everyone. If you have any problem, then also mention in a comment box which one you have problem. Let's proceed to the second number. Okay, this is also come in 2014 foreign and Delhi board 2012. This is very important. In the figure, a long wire, this figure is given. Okay, when the figure is given, there is no problem. But if the figure is not given, try to draw the circuit diagram according to the statements. In the figure, a long uniform potentiometer wire AB having a constant potential gradient, because potential gradient is same. Wherever you get the null point, that length and the total length, everywhere in the wire, the potential gradient will be constant. The null points for the two primary cells of EMF E1 and E2 are connected in the manner shown, are obtained at a distance of 120 centimeter and 300 centimeter from the end A. So here we use two cells having EMF E1 and E2. In this figure you see that first where we get the first null point, that is 120 centimeter, the E1 and E2 are connected in opposite order. That is the negative and negative terminal of these two battery are connected together. Okay, that means this EMF, total EMF will be reduced. And in a second, where we get the null point at a distance of 300 centimeter, the E1 and E2 are arranged connected proper way. That means how we can draw that negative with a positive, then negative with a positive, like this way they will connect it. So here the total EMF will be increased. Okay, and the external resistance, that is R, and another one battery supply battery is given. So what we find out? We find out the ratio E1 by E2, and we find out position of null point for the cell E1. For the cell E1, for only for E1, where is the null point? That is the 120 and 300 centimeter. This is a combined effect of E1 and E2 for both cases. But we find out the position of null point only for the E1. And how is the sensitivity of a potentiometer increased? We know that how we can increase. Okay, let's first we solve the ratio. We find out E1 by E2. So the potential gradient will be constant, so we consider the potential gradient will be K. Now for the first combination where they are connected in an opposite order, so E1, because they are opposite order, so the EMF will be reduced. So we can write E1 minus E2, that is equals to K into 120, because from the potential gradient definition, K equals to EMF by length L, length of the wire, where we get the null point. Okay, or if we consider the total length, then the total length of the wire. So for this case, for first case, the length is 120 centimeter, and the EMF, that will be E1 minus E2. So potential gradient will be constant, so we can write E1 minus E2 equals to K into 120. Similarly, for the second case, here the potential will increase because they are connected in a proper way. E1 plus E2, that is equals to K into 300. Now if we divide equation 2 by equation 1, we get E1 plus E2 by E1 minus E2, that is equals to K into 300 by K into 120, that is equals to 5 by 2. But we find out E1 by E2. Now in maths you also, I hope there one chapter you also solve that componendo and dividendo formula applying. So here also we apply componendo and dividendo. So after solving this one, that means the upper half, this plus this divided by this plus this. So right hand side also 5 plus 2 by 5 minus 2. So from here we get the ratio E1 by E2, that is equals to 7 by 3. So first one is answer is completed, that the ratio E1 by E2, that is equals to 7 by 3. Now we find out the null point for the cell E1. Okay, for this expression E1 by E2, we can write E2 equals to 3 by 7 into E1. Now, from equation 1, E1 minus E2 equals to K into 120. Or you can also use the equation number 2. So, I will use the equation number 1. So, in place of E2, we can write 3 by 7 into E1, that is equals to K into 120. Now, if we solve this one, we get 4 E1 equals to 7K into 120 by 4, that is equals to 200K. 200K. Now, if we compare this equation with a definition of a potential gradient, K equals to V by L. So, V means the EMF, that is E1, and L is the 210. So, we can say that the null point for E1 is obtained at 210 centimeter from the end A, and from A point. AB is a wire from the point A. Where for the cell E1, we get the null point at a distance of 210 centimeter. I hope it is understand. Sometimes how you can find out E1 equals to 200 into K, but just compare. You think the definition K equals to V by L or E by L. So in place of V, that is E1, and L, that is 210. So L means that is a null point distance or the length of the wire. That is a potential gradient, potential per unit length. So here the L represent 210. So we can say that, and this is obtained for E1. E1 equals to Vk. So we can say that null point for E1, that is equals to null point for E1 is obtained at 210 centimeter. And how we increase the sensitivity of a potentiometer? If we increase the length of the wire, then also its sensitivity of the potentiometer wire also increase. That's why in practical purpose we use the 10th wire potentiometer in place of 4th wire and 6th wire. Okay, 10 meter wire, that is 1 meter, like a 10 rows are there. 10 total length of the wire, that is 10 meter. I hope it is clear, and it is very, very important numerical. Okay. Fourth number. Here I will forget to draw this diagram. That's why at last I will draw this for your understanding purpose. So a potentiometer wire of length 1 meter, AB equals to 1 meter, that is equals to 100 centimeter, has a resistance of 10 ohm. So RAB equals to 10 ohm. Determine the EMF of the battery cell which gives a balance at 0.4 centimeter. So another one battery of EMF E is connected with a G. At point C we get the null point. So the distance AC, that is equals to 40 centimeter. So we find out that value of E. And it is connected. It is connected to it means the potentiometer wire is connected to a 6 volt battery in series with 5 ohm resistance. So at the above I will draw this one through A, the 6 volt battery over there, through external resistance 5 ohm, it's connected across a AB. Okay, so we find out only E. So first of all we find out I, because the length is given, that is AC is given. So if we find out the current, then we can easily apply the Ohm's law. So let's see. Okay, so what is given, I will write it first. L equals to 1 meter, that is equals to 100 centimeter. RAB equals to 10 ohm. R1 equals to 5 ohm. R1 is the external resistance. L1, that is AC, where we get the null point when we connect it with another one primary cell E, that is 40 centimeter. So the total resistance of this circuit, that is 10 plus 5, 15 ohm. So the current I equals to what we can write? E1, that is E1, yes, EMF of the battery 6 volt is given, E1 by R plus R. So 6 by 15, that is equals to, we get 2 by 5 ampere, and this current will same through the AC and AB through the external resistance also will be same. Now if we find out the voltage across AB, that is VAB, that is equals to I into RAB. So I equals to, we get 2 by 5 and RAB equals to 10 ohm, we know that. So the voltage across AB, that is equals to 4 volt. Okay, so EMF of the primary cell E, that is equals to what we can write? V into L1 by L, V into L1 by L. V value we find out for that length AB. So V equals to 4, L1 equals to 40 by total length, that is 1 meter 100 centimeter. I hope it is clear to you that EMF of a primary cell, how we can find out. First we find out the voltage across AB, that is 4 volt. 4 volt we get across 100 centimeter wire, that is L. Okay, for 100 centimeter wire the potential will be 4 volt. So for 40 centimeter wire, what will be the potential? 4 into 40 by 100, that is 1.6 volt. I hope it is clear to you why we write V into L1 by L2. It is very simple. When AB, that is a 100 centimeter wire, its potential is, or voltage is 4 volt. So for 1 centimeter, 4 by 100. For 40 centimeter, 4 by 100 into 40. That's why I will write V into L1 by L. That is equals to 1.6 volt. It is very simple. So just whenever this type of numericals is there, if diagram is there, then it's okay, no problem. Try to draw the diagram, circuit diagram. If you draw the diagram, then it is very easy to you to how to solve. You can understand how to solve, which we find out stepwise, which we find out. Okay, so here I will give some assignment. Some means only the 3 assignments over there. The answer also I will write. This 1 and 2 also similar. The value is given. The 3 is little bit different. Try to in your home. So in third number, in place of resistance we use the rheostat. Rheostat means a variable resistance. So in some potentiometer, whenever you do the potentiometer practical, the compare of a EMF of cells E1 and E2, in that practical, in place of a external resistance we use the rheostat. It is very useful. So what the function of rheostat and resistance box will be same. Don't nervous, don't be hesitate why we add each is a rheostat. Okay, so try to in your home these 3 numericals, 3 types. And if you want to solve more, so through the net you get the previous year problems. You just check it over there, that which type of potentiometer, related to potentiometer numericals, which type of numericals will come. Just last 5 years you write in your one copy, that year wise, and try to solve. If you have facing any problem, then you can in comment box you also send me that question, then how you can solve, I will solve that one. And or if the 2 or 3 problems are there that you are not solving, then I will also make one extra video, not for only one numerical. Okay, remember, at least 3 to 4 numericals will be there, then I will make one video with that problems. So try to in your home. And if you have any problem about this 4 numericals, then also you write in a comment box. Have a nice day. Tata, bye bye.